So it's America, it's race day, we've done the practice day, we've done the setup, and we're here ready to go. 4 days in, here's some highlights of the first 3 days and then the full video of day 4. So we are here, race day 1 at Auburndale. It's a little bit different to how we do things at home. So at home we would run practice, potentially 2 heats, which will start in a graded order. So the fastest, highest point scorers start at the back for the season so far. So you'd have them at the back, and then the points from them 2 races start the grid for the final. Here's a bit different. So we have practice, then we have qualifying, which you run 4 laps, 5 cars, 4 lap sessions, and then we go into racing. So you have 1 feature race. I don't exactly know how it works yet. I'll find out at the briefing, but basically you're in one of however many features, and then you're the car that I don't really know, if I'm honest, but then it's closed grid, all bunched together, 30 lap race, and you just go hell for leather. A little bit nervous after yesterday. I think we're probably on pace enough to be in the back half of a pack and hopefully racing with people, but it's hard to tell. I'm struggling on my own, so when I'm on track on my own, I'm struggling a little bit because the line's a bit different and running a different engine. So here we've got the MT-09 in, which is a smaller engine than we run at home with more power, but it's got much less engine braking. So I'm struggling to get it stopped into the apex because I'm having to brake a lot more than I'm used to, especially for a big track. So a track like we race, like Hensford, you would run less, you wouldn't be on the brakes for as long, so you'd be softer on the brakes for a little bit longer and not so sharp, whereas here you've got to be hard on the brake into the corner. So it's a little bit different, but I'm getting used to it slowly. I think by the end of the 4 days I'll have it, but right now it's going to be difficult. But there's a lot to go at. I'm not expecting to set the world alight. If I don't finish last, I'll be happy. So yeah, we'll keep you updated, we'll send some videos, and we'll go from there. Done. 20th out of 21. Struggling. I think it's more me than the car, but I think I'm keep making adjustments, trying to get the car quicker, but I am struggling with it. It's just so different, with the car being so different, the track being so different than it we run on. It's just getting that balance. I think it's a bit of me, a bit of the car. We're working on it, but I think it's more me than the car. So we're going to try something else for the race, see how we get on. We can only really go forward, so we'll see how we go. 21st, finished 12th, 13th, so really happy with that. Made some really good progress. We're up to 11 points. Got back a little bit, but really happy. Car was good. I felt like in a race I could do it, but with these hot laps I needed to get nailed, but I did a 15.2, which is the fastest I've gone all week, so yeah, really happy, really buzzing. Great job, yeah.
So that's the first 3 days, some highlights, some bits and pieces, some practice, but now it's the big one. We travelled to America. This isn't what we expected. We did 4 days racing, and then finally on day 4 we came up against two-time NASCAR Cup champion Kyle Busch, and here is how it went.
Number 7, last night's winner, it's Jackson Lewis, 2 MPM cars on the front row. Brody Gunter was on the podium last night for 5:10 from Stark, Florida. To the outside, Jacob Bradley, winner earlier this week in the Winter Showdown. Brandon Martinez in car number 12 with Art Hahn, a great qualifying effort for the Master, sitting in 6th. Wyatt Filyaw, winner last season here at this event, and Zachary Martinez in 8th. Tyler Ledbetter in 9th, and Greg Earhart in 10th. Luke Loveland from the United Kingdom and Sean Parker, row number 6. Matt Hillhouse and David Furtado, row number 7. Kyle Busch in the 51 will start 15th, and Brandon Risley to the outside in 16th. And scheduled to start out back, Sean McIlerney, Jensen Jorgensen, and Kenny Ives. Among those, some of those at the back have not answered the call to the green flag. There is the 51 on your screen. That is Kyle Busch. Returning to Legend Cars, Brexton is here. We will see Brexton later on in the Bandolero feature. I believe they have split the Bandits and the Outlaws for their feature. There was 24 combined cars between the two. So we will see the Bandoleros later on, and we'll see Brexton Busch in his race. Kyle will roll off from position number 15. There was a lot of pushing and shoving last night in this feature. We will see how this one shakes out and see if everybody plays cordial for 30 laps. Green flag flies and we're underway. Danny Chisholm takes the advantage in car number 87. The 7 of Jackson Lewis falls into second behind Brandon Martinez to the bottom side in car number 12 as Kyle Busch works his way through. He's passed a couple of cars already. And up the hill, pushing and shoving. Kyle Busch is going to pick up 6. Art Hahn was up the hill. Art was running near the front of this field. So we'll see how this all shakes out in just a moment. The 87 of Danny Chisholm continues to lead with the 7 of Jackson Lewis in second. Busch to the bottom side will pick up one more spot ahead of Luke Loveland from the United Kingdom and Sean Parker in the 20 car. They continue to battle throughout this pack. There's Loveland in the 0 UK, making the trip over from the United Kingdom. Battling with the 18. Art Hahn not far behind. Art had a great qualifying effort. Qualified this evening in position number 6. Will get shoveled out of line early in this one. As they continue to battle, that's the battle for position number 8 on back. Danny Chisholm and Jackson Lewis continue to lead this field. Loveland looking to the bottom side. Up the hill goes Parker, and he gets a shot from the 18. Then they'll go wheel to wheel, just outside the top 10. Art Hahn going to pick up one more spot in that multicolored orange and white number 80 car. Field separated a little bit. You can see that there from the speed shot. Top 4, top 5 or so are single file as Danny Chisholm continues to lead. Lewis in second, Gunter on your screen in third. Martinez was able to make a couple of moves early to put himself in position number 4. They continue to work around this Auburndale Speedway. Danny Chisholm, first time here. Racing not only this week at the Winter Showdown, but first time racing here is David Furtado in the 4 to the upside. The 51 bad boy to the bottom side of Matt Hillhouse. This is the battle for 15th and the leader is right on their tail. Yellow. And it's in the infield. It's Greg Earhart in car number 31. Earhart goes around to bring out our first caution. If you're watching us on Facebook, drop that comment down below. Let us know where you're tuned in from, who you're cheering for. I want to say hello to Brent Cool, who's watching us. Let's be interactive on a Saturday evening as Earhart will roll back. Got a couple of drivers heading to the hot pit as we work the caution for the first time. Take a look at the replay. Watch the 31. Right there in front, single car right in front of Wyatt Filyaw. So that was around just inside the top 15, I do believe. Was running about 13th at the time. So that'll put us under the first yellow flag of this Pro Masters feature. Once again, head to SeriesShowdown.com to see all the racing action here this evening from Auburndale Speedway. Day number 4. It's been a great week so far. So Kyle Busch in car number 51 has made his way up to position number 7. After that little scuffle that happened in front of him, they're going to come to the choose this time. Was able to pick up a couple of spots and takes that choose in 7th. Is going to fall to position number 9 with the choose. As Gunter has gone to the outside. The 42 of Bradley's gone to the outside, and we're coming to the green. Martinez down to the bottom side. A couple of sedans going at it side by side for position number 4. Busch is looking at Loveland for about 7th place or so. Up in front continues to be the 87 of Danny Chisholm, the 7. As we got one off the pace, it's the 12 of Martinez down the back straightaway. Bradley picks up a spot. That's Zachary Martinez on his back bumper. Luke Loveland trying to get a top 5 out of this one before heading home to the UK, but he's got two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch on his back bumper. Busch tips a wheel in turn number 4. And one around on the front, we stay green. It's Martinez as they'll come by this time to see the cross flags. Halfway home, 15 down and 15 to go for Danny Chisholm. Lewis in 2nd, Gunter in 3rd. Compared to where we were last night around this time, this feature has been quite tame. Tyler Ledbetter in car number 4 had issues with the Baby Grand earlier, now back in the Legend car. And he is worked up on the 51 of Kyle Busch. 4 car of Ledbetter, former feature winner here at the Winter Showdown from Minnesota. Trying to get by the 51. This is the battle for position number 7. Not missing anything up in front. Single file for about your top 5 or 6 as they continue to log laps and work around this Auburndale Speedway. Danny Chisholm completes lap number 19 right here. 11 laps to go for the 87. '51 of Busch, 4 Ledbetter, and 80 of Art Hahn. Art started within the top 10. He's worked his way back up to position number 9, so he's lost a couple of spots where he started in position number 6. Trying to gain one more as Tyler Ledbetter has fallen into the clutches of the 80. Just behind that white number 51, that is Kyle Busch. 80 upon trying to get to the back of the 4 of Ledbetter. Busch pulling away and trying to catch Luke Loveland in car number 0 UK. And Hahn is there on the 4. Hahn trying to get by. Can't seem to solve the 4. Ledbetter doing a great job holding on to position at number 8. Continues to be the 87 of Danny Chisholm leading this field, and he is pulled away from his teammate in the 7 of Jackson Lewis. They've got a lap car in between them. 5 laps remaining for Danny Chisholm. Chisholm in the 87, down to the bottom side of Parker, down to the bottom side of Earhart. Chisholm to the bottom side of David Furtado. Down the back straightaway. Trying to lock up a win at Auburndale. 2 laps remaining, and he's got a lot of breathing room in behind. Lead is up to over a second for Danny Chisholm. They come to the white flag. Final lap for the 87. Going to try to put the end of 2024 behind them and start the oval season for the 87 camp with a win. Nova Scotia takes a second feature this evening. Danny Chisholm's your winner.